Said stream.
Yep, we're good. Yep. Okay.
Already do.
Oh no! I'm sorry. The stream is live. So, yeah, and we have audio. So. Alrighty then. Welcome, everybody. Is everybody here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Sorry we missed last week, but we had a pretty important player. Kind of the guy whose little story arc we're on missed last week, so we decided to take a week off. But with that, we are back, and we are still in this dream, nightmare, whatever you want to call it, nightmare plane, dream plane, whatever you want to call it. The party now understands that they are within a dream or within a nightmare. Been traveling through this cavernous area, this snow-packed cavernous area, in search of either A, way out, or B, an entity named Hootajin, that they have come to realize is the lieutenant, right-hand man of the archdevil, demon lord, master of one of the layers of the nine hells, Mephistopheles. When we last left our group, you all had encountered another blue tiefling who was missing an arm and seemed to be enraged and much more vicious than your run-of-the-mill blue tieflings. You all did not kill this tiefling, but Hephaestus cast a spell and the entity disappeared. Disappeared to where, or when, or whatever, is yet to be known. The party continued their search of the caverns and came upon a tightly knit or tightly cross-sectioned crisscrossing of very, almost 1 to 2 inch thick or diameter icy bars that crisscross the path in front of them, blocking their way. And we pick up with the group deciding on their next move. So, with that, what would you all like to do?
Did you break servers? Bro.
I'm so sorry. I totally forgot.
I mean, does it look like we can squeeze through?
Make an investigation check. Man, it looks tight in there. You think maybe, I don't know, not in an adult your size.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to fucking squeeze through there.
Yeah, you could tell us what you see.
I can make my way with you as well. You just don't be alone in case something attacks you.
So are you all going to attempt to maneuver your way through these crisscross? Okay.
Are these ice things? Is it ice?
Two seconds.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yes, they are made of ice. Yeah.
If we move up to them, are we able to see beyond them, like kind of see through them, further down?
I think we checked for this at the end of the game last time. So I'll just go ahead and say no, you can't.
Okay.
They're crisscrossing so often that like it's you can't even see like light or anything through on the other side.
You guys want me to hit one with my hammer? It'll do radiant damage. See what happens.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I will hit it with my hammer.
Okay, roll a damage.
What is the damage? Hang on for 1 second.
You like the stick? The sticks. They're exactly the same thing. Like it?
5 bludgeoning and 6 radiant.
Okay, so your hammer makes contact with one of the thick ice columns, and it bounces right off of it. The radiant energy is expended, and you actually make a perception check. Okay, when you pull your hammer away, and you're like, "What the fuck? It's ice. It didn't do anything." You look at your hammer. The flat mallet face, like the contact surface of the hammer, has a layer of frost on it that is slowly, and then you see after a little bit of time goes by, it slowly starts to melt away.
If I get closer to it, does my armor start to frost over?
So you get up like right up next to it without touching it, but you get right up next to it. Your armor does not begin to frost over. However, it now feels like you are standing inside of an industrial, like, freezer in the back of a restaurant. Yeah.
I'm gonna step away. That's not gonna work, boys.
How about a little firebolt action?
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Roll the damage. The firebolt washes across the surface of one of these icy rods, and no discernible effect.
There is a child.
You see the orb come like dancing out from behind Anne. As it just sort of peeks around. It's here.
Do you have any idea what this is or how we get through it?
No, man. I never tried to get through there. I always just tried to find my way out as quickly as I could, with the portal thing.
Well, boys, this might not be the way we need to go. Have we made sure that there's no other passageways that we haven't explored yet?
Yeah, we could try south again.
Yeah, we know of one that we haven't explored down there.
Maybe we should come back to this, check that out first, and then see what happens.
Agreed.
Certainly can, yeah.
Is there snow at the base of this section of the cave?
I'll just refresh your all's memories. There is a layer of snow that's about ankle deep that pervades the entirety of the ground here. Everywhere you see this light gray coloring on the map, that is
It's snow.
That is snow.
Does it look? Can I look to see if there's like tracks making their way through there somehow?
Make a survival check. Okay, 24, super high, roll. The ground here where you all are has been sort of muddied or muddled, and any sort of discernible tracks, like you've got like Hephaestus' footprints, yours, whatever. It's just become too messed here. But you do manage, with your special robot eyes, to see just past one of the columns on the ground, there is a singular set of footprints that are leading that way.
Oh, it looks like someone's been through there before. But I agree. If Hephaestus feels that he can't fit through, maybe we should try a different way.
Yeah, let us try south and see what is over that way.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Okay. She says you all turn around completely. Oh, hold on. I need to pull up my dungeon notes. Silly me. Here we go. Okay, so you all are headed into... Yes. Okay. So. Okay, so as you all step into here, and I know this is going to cuck me, so I'm going to double click. Yes, sir. You all see that it opens up into a wider area of the cavern, where there's a path left and a path right. And I'll just go ahead. As you all enter around the corner, you can see to the room to the right. There's a large room with 3 very large stone columns that run floor to ceiling. Remember, the ceiling here is about 20 feet tall. You can see even from here, there are reliefs, etchings, stoneworkings on the large columns in the other room. And then off to the left here is just more branching paths. What would you all like to do?
Do we want to... We can send... Is it an owl form or bat form currently? I don't remember. Either way, we can send it
Tulliver's
ahead
familiar?
to scout. Yeah, Tulliver's familiar.
So what are you all doing?
Ant, you there?
Yeah, what's up? Sorry.
Can you send your owl out?
Absolutely. I do so.
Okay. Are Are you just sending it to fly around the room?
Yeah, I'll just take a gander, and I guess if I can get close to the etches and release, I'll see if I can like make out what they are. If it's in any kind of language I recognize, or if I recognize any of the, art, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, make a investigation check with your stats, not the owls, because you're looking through it. I'm assuming.
I crit.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. All right. As you move into the room with the owl, sort of opens up some more. So I'll reveal a bit more of the room here. Okay. When the owl flies up to one of the columns, let's say to the biggest column here on the left, it sort of stops and you get a chance to look at it. And as you're looking it over, you see that etched on this column, it's about a... Well, okay, so you immediately recognize some language that is inscribed on the stone surface here, and it is demonic. Now, I don't know if you can read demonic or not, but you obviously, who you are, recognize what the demonic language looks like.
Yeah, I cannot.
Let's see, this path also goes up here a little bit more. You also see depictions on each one of the columns. So each one of the columns all has this demonic writing on it. You also see pictures of a regal silhouette of a regal. He's got like long flowing robes, curling ram horns, and it has a overly large, looks like an almost ceremonial dagger. And on this column, you see that central regal figure that you've sort of been seeing on a lot of murals throughout in carvings in the dungeon here. There, it's him, and then standing next to him is, like, as it like wraps around the column, you see another demonic-looking figure, and then a short, like, it was like really, really tall compared even to the first one, and bulky. And then there's another like smaller, slender one whose horns don't curl all the way around like ram's horns. They sort of come up and arc only about halfway over the head. This one looks more lithe and slender. On the next column here, you see a picture, basically a mural, or what depicts, like, it's like running around and up the column, of the central regal figure taking that ceremonial dagger and stabbing it into the slender figure. And as the relief works up, you see stabs the slender figure, the slender figure disappears. The ceremonial knife is now depicted with this vibrant blue color. And then at the very top of the column, you see the entity stabbing the dagger into what looks like a humanoid female, and you get that because there's no horns and everything. It just looks like a very loosely detailed human female. And then on the third column, basically from floor to ceiling, it's a depiction of that human female giving birth to a tiefling child. And then the tiefling child growing older, killing the parents, and then going out into the world. And at the very top of the third column, you see eventually that regal figure, like side by side with the newborn entity, and that's the last bit of the depictions. With that investigation check, however, there is a foul energy in this room, and you're getting this sense through the purely arcane form of your familiar, meaning like it's made of magic. Obviously, it's going to feel the magic around it. You don't know what the magic is or anything like that, but you just get this overwhelming sense of some real bad fucking juju is going on in here.
Okay. As I'm observing the art, I would like to kind of like mumble it out loud at Franz, figuring that he is the one that would, maybe recognize some of this. So besides that, I mean, I don't know. I obviously something's going on in this room, but I have no clue like what. It just feels bad. Like if we walk in here, we're probably gonna run into something.
The only way I could decipher what this is by reading the writing on that wall.
Yeah.
We can get an idea just through the pictures themselves, but yeah, I mean, for any kind of details, we'd have to read them. We may just have to go in there anyways.
Why don't we see what's going on with that southern tunnel before we step into the probably bad juju room?
I agree. I mean,
sure.
Especially just for the fact of watching our backs, just in case something does happen anyways. Knowing what's down there might help.
Okay, so you all gonna head south? Or are you all heading into the column room?
South.
South. Alright, so once you head south, are you going west or east?
If I still got my bird out, I'll just send it down east real quick.
Okay. Just make sure. Okay. So when it heads down east, you just get sort of more twisting cavern here, and it comes to a dead end. Nothing really remarkable down that way to speak of. So you're gonna fly it flies back up to you, and I'm assuming you're gonna send it west this time.
Might as well scout out the other side too.
So as it comes a little bit, you see a little alcove here off and to the left, and then it continues more into this open room where you see these very, very large stalagmites on the ground that jut maybe anywhere, like they're varied sizes between 15 and 10 feet, and they're just made of pure ice.
Do I notice this black circle in the corner?
You do. Yeah, I sort of opened it up so you could at least see that. You do see a very similar, familiar-looking black ring of runic etchings on the ground.
All right. I mean, what do you guys want to go over there? I mean, you managed to get the other ring.
I mean, my only fear is if we get these others all connected and everything, and it's gonna be something like that first thing we had to fight. We'll have to deal with that again.
I don't think any of us really expect to get out of here without a fight at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those things.
It also
that
feels
maybe we
weird
should
not
be
to do anything
prepared
with
before we do it.
What was that from?
So it feels weird not to do anything with them.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's go
Yeah.
check it out.
The only reason I said that is because maybe we find all of them and then we kind of activate the last one whenever we're ready, you know?
True.
'Cause, I mean, for all we know, this may be the last one, and then all of a sudden we're fighting. Or we've got an unknown threat somewhere, something like that. So maybe we wait on activating it until we can find at least one more. It should guarantee that we can control when another is summoned.
That's a good point. So, what do you guys want to do?
I mean,
Yeah, keep venturing.
We could go in there at
we
least.
could keep going in there, yeah.
So you all are heading down towards the Black Ring, or just into this room in general?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a definitive marching order, please.
Yeah.
I will be first. So,
I'll go second.
I'll bring up the rear.
I will be in front of Hephaestus.
Okay.
I want to kind of sneak in there if I can.
Okay. Is it just you sneaking? Anybody else?
I ain't sneaking.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, Aster. Wait, let me ask you this: are you staying in line with him though? Because it's kind of pointless for you to sneak in.
I was just gonna kind of like hug the walls, but I didn't really
Okay.
roll
That's
that
good.
good anyways.
Yeah, well, hugging the walls is a bit different than sneaking in. It's a, like game mechanically, so I got what you're getting after. Moving carefully. Okay, so as you all get to here, in this first big stalagmite on the ground, and roll a perception check for me.
oh, because I'm so good at those.
Okay.
16.
I'm gonna ask you this.
Hmm?
Which direction would you go around the stalagmite?
Probably whichever one has a wider opening. So, I mean, it looks like the right side.
So as you move here, as you just come around this, I mean, this stalag, you can see it's like 20 feet. It's like 20 feet in diameter. It just stands tall in the center of this room. As you move around the right side of it, just as you make your way around it, Tolliver, you yell out, "Hey, and wait, no, hold on!" And just in time for this very large, fiery hammer of war to, like Mike Trout baseball swing. I mean, this thing's got all of its hips into its hammer swing. It was just fucking waiting for someone to come around it. As this large, fiery hammer wielded by an icy-looking minotaur comes slamming into your side. I hope you bulletproof,
Ouch.
but it's about to hurt. Okay. You take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And 14 points of cold damage. Or, sorry, fire damage.
I
As
will
this
take 7.
Yeah. This fiery mallet slams into your side. You all see immediately as this large minotaur is now just like getting ready to tee off on. And so let me drop this thing back in here. So go ahead and everybody and roll me some initiative. Wait, no, that's too big. I forget that these things are fucking 10-foot tiles. Okay. Oh, I need my book. Sorry, I'm trying to find a page that I want to work off of. Alright, so 25 to 20.
20.
Mm. Okay, 2015.
13.
Oof.
Yeah, we roll low.
Yeah. All right. So everybody else, what's the?
9.
Bronze 11.
Hephaestus has an 8.
8, 9, 11, 13. It's rough.
Okay, Tolliver.
Sorry, get him out of the
Yeah, get the
All
low
right.
rolls out of the
Can I
way.
see this thing
Yeah,
on the other side?
definitely.
I can.
Yeah, it's like towering over A and getting ready to just like getting ready to try to end his life.
And so he has a fiery hammer, but himself, he's an icy minotaur like the other one.
Correct. It's the same exact, like they look the
Sam is
exact
that? Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm just okay. I'm going to. Dude, I truly just have nothing to help you. I'm combing my list. I'm sorry. Alright, first I'll send my bird out and give the help action on the guy, as usual, and I'll have the bird come back to me, just land on my shoulder. Actually, he'll just sit on the wall over here as far as he can get. And then I'm going to just... I don't even have magic missiles prepared, so...
Damn.
I'm going to run up. Can't run up. I'll land my bird on him, and I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp. Sorry that took an hour to figure out.
Um,
23.
okay,
I don't think I had advantage to crit.
No, because you didn't specifically say like you. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, that hits. Sorry.
I don't think I can give the help action and then do it with the bird, so
No,
there's
no, you
help
can.
action.
No, you can.
Well, I did say the bird went first and did the help action.
Oh, it wouldn't be able to do the help action. You'd
That's
have to,
what I meant, yeah.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
No advantage. Just regular.
All
action.
good. 23 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Sweet. 16 lightning damage, and
yeah.
also can't take a reaction.
That's actually big.
Yes. And then I'm just going to break the line a little bit and use my move speed to run into this cubby. Press myself against the wall here. I'm kind of trying to be like behind the wall.
I got you.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
The bird will end on the wall over there.
All right. Ian. At the start
Yeah.
of its turn. Actually, you know what? No, that's wrong. I'm doing that wrong. Hey, hold on. What did you roll for initiative, Ian?
9.
9. Oh, okay. So it's Aster, Franz, Ian, and then Hephaestus. Okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, so I'll do it this way. On the start of its turn, make a perception check.
Okay. Another 16.
Okay. Wow, how lucky. You see, just past this Minotaur, you see a very large shape moving from here to, like, here. Like, moves very quickly by. It's a very large figure. It was trying to be seen, but you just managed to see it. Catch it move from column to column. But it is the Minotaur's turn. And he is going to reach out to grapple you. So I need an opposing strength check, please.
He has disadvantage. Something I didn't remember last time. Darwin gives them disadvantage to grapple me.
Okay.
If you're let me see.
Oh yeah, because of the mists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
enemies have disadvantage on grappling checks against you, and you have advantage against being restrained.
Okay, yeah, that's crucial. So
I completely forgot that last time, and I had remembered it after it happened, but I was like, it's already happened, so I wasn't gonna fight it.
wow.
Just straight strength check.
It's an athletics contest or strength.
Athletics.
Sorry, strength contest. You're right, strength contest.
Okay. Fuck me.
Wow. Yeah, even with this disadvantage, the natural dice rolls were higher than that. So you are now grappled. And while you are grappled, this thing is going to basically like turn and suplex throw you from here into this column. And as you make contact with the stalagmite, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
When you hit, it's like if you like you stick a wet object to a frozen telephone pole. You just sort of stick to it, and you're just like stuck there, like if you were on like a Velcro wall, kind of thing.
Does it damage me at all?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't damage you at all. You're stuck there. But then,
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, but wait, there's more. John Cena! The Minotaur comes charging at you with its horns lowered at you. No fucking way! How? I rolled double ones.
God.
So in its haste...
That's a critical failure.
In its haste, I don't know how, but instead of ramming you with its horns going at fucking mock Jesus, it slams into the column instead. And it doesn't... The column cracks, but it doesn't break. And its horns are now stuck in the ice column just underneath you. And you see it now. It's got its big... It's like it's dropped its hammer. It's got its big paws like around the... Trying to push itself out of the stalagmite. How in the fuck? It is a 5% chance of that happening. That's more like a 2.5%. Whatever. God bless you, lucky bastard.
Lucky! Look at my strength rolls!
Yeah, well.
Well, it could have been a lie. Because he was going to straight WWE you through the fucking icicle column.
Yeah, I figured. Dude was about to end my whole career.
Aster.
Is Ayn in between the stalagmite and the Minotaur right now?
Fortunately for Aeon, the Minotaur is positioned below Aeon, like really like in like his head is like in between his ankles, kind of thing, like on the column, so you can see Aeon perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm going to take out a spell scroll and cast Hex on that one.
Okay.
And then I am going to I'm gonna move here. Alright, he's stuck right now. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's like suspended up on the wall or up on the stalagmite. Yeah.
Alright. I'm not gonna move then. I'm going to fire an arrow and I'm gonna fire an arrow, turn it into a immovable rod, and try and stick him to that stalagmite.
Stick who to the stalagmite?
The Minotaur.
He's already like stuck in it.
I want to stick him permanently.
Oh, you want to try and stick? Okay.
He can't. I forget what the roll is for a immovable rod, but it's pretty high. I can look at it.
Hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. It's a DC 30 strength check. Okay, roll to hit. You have advantage because it's stuck.
Okay.
Okay, that hits. Roll to hit, and you have sneak attack. Or roll your damage, you have sneak attack. Total damage.
And Hex.
22. Yeah, you see, you make contact with its hand that's up against the column. The arrow pierces into the back of its hand, turning as it engages the immovable rod. It just pins his hand there to the column. You see it begin to like struggle more frantically against the column. I think you have another attack if you want to make it.
Oh, yeah. And that's still with advantage?
Yes.
You just don't get sneak attack on this one, I don't think.
Correct. Just roll your damage. Roll hex. You're rolling pretty well on damage, though. 19 points. That's not fucking bad. Pretty hard hitting stuff. Alright, as another arrow sinks home, you hear it cry out. Franz, it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast. Dog shit. Dog shit. 16 hit.
16 does not hit.
3 damage.
Actually, wait. Yes, it does. I'm sorry. Yes, it does. It just hits.
Oh, it does. All right.
Sorry. Yeah.
All right, that helps a little
Very
bit.
good.
11 damage. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, that was at the one by Ann, if that wasn't clear.
I mean, there's only one that you see right now.
Oh, fair enough.
All right. Ayan.
I am stuck on a wall.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're not like you can like move your hand, like you could like cast a spell and stuff like that if you wanted to, or you can use your action making a strength check to like rip yourself off of the wall.
Because those have gone really well for me so far. How far off the ground am I?
You're about 10 feet off the ground,
Okay.
with the Minotaur
I'm-
occupying the 5-foot space underneath of you.
I am going to Misty Step to the other side of the Minotaur. So that is that bonus action Misty Step. And I'm going to take 2 punches at it.
Do it up.
As a reminder, I do also have... God,
Well, you have advantage. On the
it's not my night.
you have advantage. If you
Not yet.
Yeah, no, not my night. I do have Chaos Energy in my armor still. And I
Right.
have not used any of it.
Yeah.
Second hit.
Second hit hits. That's kind of
Okay.
nutty.
That's weird. That's super
That's
weird.
double doubles right there.
Yep.
That's crazy.
2 4s
That's
and
the
2
third.
11s.
That's the third set of doubles that we've rolled tonight.
Yeah. Oh, good lord. Alright. And that is 8 damage. Thunder damage, at least.
Okay. You see that your punches are hitting just a bit harder than they did the last time you fought one of these Minotaurs.
Okay. That is my turn.
I can't do math. Yes, I can. Okay, Hephaestus.
I don't think there's anything I can do other than move, right?
I mean, you got a whole repertoire of things you can do.
Can I see the Minotaur?
It's not. Like you can see it, yes, but it's got some cover from you with that stalagmite and stuff. But you can see where it is, basically.
If I move to here, does it remove any of the cover?
No. It's got like half cover. But half cover doesn't keep you from seeing it or attacking it. Just gives it like a.
Okay, I will. Oh fuck fucking far away. We're well within range. I will. First, Ian. How you doing, bud?
You know, better I thought I'd be.
How raggedy does Ian look? Does he look raggedy?
He's okay. Definitely not like bloodied yet or anything like that, but he's a little hurt, a little dusty.
Okay.
You did take a big walloping.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Forgive me. I am going to throw a guiding bolt at the Minotaur.
Okay. Roll to hit. You have advantage on the.
Oh, I've got advantage. Yeah. Let me roll that one more time for the hit. Doesn't matter. I missed him both times.
No, an 18 hits.
Okay.
You take the first damage, so you 21 points of radiant damage. Okay. It's starting to look
And
rough.
That's my turn.
Tolliver.
All right. I will peek my little head out of here, kind of looking around the corner of this. And so we can't see a second Minotaur?
So, without meta gaming, the only person who's even aware that there's any other entity other than this one Minotaur is Anne.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. I'm going to Chaos. I'm gonna try this one. I'm gonna cast Transmute Rock,
Okay.
which is something I have never casted before. So a 40-foot square starting right where Aeon is meeting the Minotaur, so Aeon is not caught in it.
Okay.
And it is going to pretty much start right where the Minotaur is and go down to here. To here. 40 feet. And it'll just go all the way back to the end of that cave and come up to like the entrance of this here, going horizontal with this Minotaur.
So here. Like that?
Or like no, it would be down one more.
Okay.
So the 40 foot would end at this corner. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and what are you doing to the rock in this area?
So I'm going to turn the rock into mud. So what this will do is anything in this area has its movement quartered.
Wow.
And then also anything in the area right now, anytime they go in the area, at any point or anytime they start their turn into the area, they have to make a strength saving throw. And if failed, they are restrained in the mud and they can use an action on their turn to get out.
Okay. Bro, like, come on. It's that. Right? Right there?
No,
No?
because doesn't get A in it. Can
Oh,
you
that's
see
right.
my arrow?
No, I had it. Yeah, I just misplaced it.
Gotcha. It just,
Like that.
yeah, it goes there, but it also would go down one more square. Cover this line here, down here. Yeah. We get the idea.
Okay.
So anything in there right now would need to make a strength saving throw,
Okay.
and that's all that happens really right now. They get restrained if they fail.
Wow. Like, Mercury must be in Gatorade or some shit, because I just rolled doubles again.
No shot.
And there's double sixes. So what's
The DC is my spell save 18.
Ooh, okay, I gotta check.
Yeah, I know they have high strength, but it's the only spell I got to cover this whole area really.
Off a 6, though, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, they're okay. He's restrained.
Let's go. And obviously that's the only one I can see. And then I'm just gonna have the bird do its thing, fly out. He's restrained anyways, actually, so I'm just gonna keep the bird on the wall, no point putting him in danger. The bird will just come and land on my shoulder. That'll be, and I'll peek back behind the wall, and that'll be my turn.
All right, y'all.
What's awesome about Transmute Rock 2 is it's non-con.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I had to roll another set of dice for something else,
Yeah,
and I rolled doubles again.
that's fucking weird.
That's
I
so
rolled-
weird.
I rolled double 20s.
That's crazy.
I'm
Never do that again.
Don't
terrified
do
of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't wanna know what that was for
I
either.
rolled double
Yeah.
1s, double 6s, and double 20s tonight.
The DM tells you he double crit on something else.
If you could crit on like a companion of ours, that would be all. Like as a companion, that'd be really cool. Just not now, please. I'm asking you for the sake of my character.
Do you say anything, like, regardless, like, anything within that area, speed is quartered?
Yeah, any creature, each foot a creature moves through the mud costs 4 feet of movement. Yeah,
Is that your turn?
yeah.
You all aren't seeing this measurement.
I'm not seeing it, but if I theoretically did, could you point it somewhere else?
Well, it doesn't matter now. Strain means you can't attack, right?
Yes.
So it's got to make a strength check to try to pull itself out. Essentially.
Yes, or if it's in there, it can just straight up use an action to pull itself out, I believe, was what the wording of the spell was. Hold on, I'll put it in the chat just in case.
But then probably no movement, right?
Yeah, it will, then its movement would be quartered still. And if it ends its turn there, it has to make the strength check again to sink into it. It can use an action to end the restraint condition on itself by pulling itself free of the mud. So there's no check, but it still has the movement speed, and if it ends there, it has to do it again.
Good.
I know, and it's non-concentration.
Like, you can cast the mud on the ceiling and have it cascade down onto someone and fuck them up.
Yeah, it does damage with that, but it's not crazy damage. But just having the option is cool. I love this spell. I've been waiting to use it.
Okay. All right. So it's gonna use its turn to pull itself out of the mud. You see, it's like it had like sunk deep into the mud. You see it just like crawl its way out and like pull itself. Wait, no, it doesn't, because it's still stuck in the fucking column too.
Oh.
And it has an immovable rod in its hand. This thing's just all right. You know what?
Thing ain't moving.
All right. So first thing, I gotta try and make a check against the fucking immovable rod.
How does it feel?
Oh, guess what? Guess what? It didn't remove the immovable rod from its hand.
damn it.
Let's see if it can rip its head out of the fucking sticky ice. Oh, look. Oh, wait, it did. Okay, so it does manage to rip its head out of the ice column, but it's still sunk in the fucking earth.
Yeah.
And it used both of its actions to try and pull itself out of the column and move the immovable rod. So it's still stuck in the ground. It just looks back at you all, and it is screaming the most profane words in demonic that has ever fouled your ears Franz. It is just turning back and just like it is screaming. But you all hear just like very angry cow noises, like demonic cow noises coming out of this Minotaur. Aster.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with the longbow and sharpshooter.
Okay. You still have advantage.
Guessing that hits.
21 hits, yeah. Roll your damage.
Uh,
36 total points of damage. It looks
I do-
fucking rough.
gonna do the same thing again. I get hex damage every time, right?
Every time you hit, yep.
Um,
A 15 unfortunately misses.
all right. As a bonus action, I'm going to just hide. I'm gonna hide behind this big
Okay.
stone in front of
Roll
me.
for stealth. Oh, thank you. Okay. Franz.
Eldritch Blast.
Thank you.
Dog shit.
Bro.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Franz, how do you want to do it?
Let's go.
I'll put fucking all three straight through his skull.
So Ash is just like screaming profanity at you all. Franz just like reaches around and just shut up. It just hits him with 3 Eldritch Blasts. It just one through each eye socket and then one through its mouth and just fucking peels its head off. Its body slumps into the mud.
So Aen's in there, but he still can't see the other Minotaur.
Well, you all are
Or-
now
or entity.
Well, I'll say you all are now technically out of combat because you don't.
Interesting.
Aen, everybody but Aen. Aen, you're the only one who is aware of any
Yeah,
other.
as soon as that one goes down, I'm gonna yell out. I saw another big figure. I'm not exactly sure where it's at though.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. So we will maintain combat. With now that you all have the knowledge that there is something else around here as well.
With my movement, then I will move. Can I move here?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I'll end it there.
Aen.
Yeah, I am going to move. I forget how big these are. Just 10 feet. Yeah. I'm just gonna move in between Franz and possible threats. I don't know where they're at. And I'm gonna scan the room to see or scan the cavern to see if I can see them whatsoever.
Make a perception check with advantage.
It's just gurgling mud.
I got a 7.
Yeah, no, you don't. Like you swore you saw something, but now you're looking out there and you're like, I don't know. Did I? Or did you just get your clock cleaned? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Yeah.
Hephaestus?
Where did the Minotaur fall?
Against that big pillar right there.
Basically right against this big pillar.
I'm gonna move to there and
Okay.
I will-
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I will just I'll ready a sacred flame in case something comes out of the shadows. Because Ian just told us we were freaking. There's something else in here, so I'll hold on to a cantrip. And... Can I hold a cantrip?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You think I would know this after playing for 2 years?
You think?
Shut up.
Tolliver.
Yeah, you said it.
I know. I mean, hey, man, I've been taking it easy on you guys again, but sort of. But go ahead, Tolliver. Top of the order to you.
Ah, okay. Sweet. I'm going. I guess I'm gonna poke my head around the corner here and peer in. Can I not see anything down towards the black circle? No.
Hold on one sec.
I guess a perception check kind of thing. Like I'm just taking a gander.
Yeah, make a perception check.
That's a free action, right? Like that's not.
Yeah.
You think I know that too?
Yeah, I'd like one little small action, a turn. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ,
Shit.
bro.
There is another.
What?
There. Yeah, I don't. Mercury's in Gatorade. I don't fucking know, but like, there is a gigantic minotaur doing its best to hide behind this big stalagmite.
I mean, it's successfully hidden from me this entire time.
And you can see it now completely, like with that, and like you're just like peering into the depths of its soul. It just it knows it can't fucking go anywhere, and it knows that all of you all are right there. So he's just like, he's just waiting for someone to get close enough.
All right. I am going to send out my bird from my shoulder, and it will land on him and do another shocking grasp.
Okay. Well, because this thing is so. All right, let's do this. I don't know how to do this because this thing it's holding its action until it sees an enemy to attack. And it would see your owl, so
Yeah,
it's gonna proc and just tee off on your owl.
that's fair.
And you see as you all see as the owl flies up to the side and Tolliver's like right there. You all just see this flaming maul just come and just bat the fucking owl out of the air, and it explodes. It explodes in fire and feather and all this shit. It just like God, and you're just like you just fuck, man. Like
Jesus. God, that could have been one of you.
all right, yeah. So it's gonna come to. Is that your turn?
Well,
gonna do?
nah, I
Yeah.
still got my action.
Yeah.
Because I just flew the bird over there, I guess, and he got teed off. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you
much
see
to
now
throw
you're
at
looking
him,
like
though.
you're looking like dead at the Minotaur, and the Minotaur sees you, see it, and sees that it like hit the bird and not like a thing. It just like
I'm just like, dude! Like, I got my hands up. Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to hit him with except, so I'm just gonna be like, dude, and I'm gonna throw out a firebolt knowing it's gonna do jack shit.
All right, crit.
Just like a petty firebolt.
Yeah, it hits.
And
It's
you
like
crit. And you fucking crit on the fireball?
yeah, it's not immune to fire, so like
Sick.
Yeah, Roger.
Sick.
Jesus Christ. But it is resistant to
You
it. But yeah,
bitch.
you just like you bitch, and you shoot a fireball. It just washes right across the center of its face, like burn, and it lets out a moo of pain.
It moved.
Get that fucker, and then I'm gonna take one step back into my hole.
So since its speed is quartered, this Minotaur that's here is gonna step here, and that's its fucking movement. And then it's gonna step here, and that's its dash. So yeah, it's here now. He's like, fuck it, I can't just sit here forever now.
He didn't
so-
start restrained, right?
No, he rolled. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was
think
what I
so, yeah.
double crit on
Strength save.
earlier.
Yeah, I figured. When's the first time?
But he's got to try to survive a round to get back to. Yeah, so. Aster.
Ooh.
All right. I am going to move here and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to use my bonus action to move my hex on him.
Glad you remembered.
And then I didn't remember to do this last time, but he now has disadvantage on strength checks. With hex, and then so it's no longer advantage, right? Because he's out of that square.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
That hits
First
him.
beam, and that's gonna push him
Let me show
10
you
feet
how
back.
a real warlock uses an Eldritch Blast, son. Good.
That one beam is gonna push him 10 feet back.
Back into the fucking pit you go.
And I would have had sneak attack on that.
No, sneak attack doesn't work for spells.
Oh yeah. All right.
It's got to make the throw when it gets pushed in there. The check.
With a disadvantage.
So, it's restrained. Pushed back and it sinks back into the mud, and it looks. All right.
And I'll throw my other 2 beams at him. With advantage now, right?
Yeah, because he's restrained.
I rolled a 2 and a 1 on that one, so.
That hits.
And I don't know how that would work, but like he would be pushed back 10 more feet, but if he's restrained, I don't know how that would work.
He gets
Oh,
pushed
true.
back 10 feet.
And there's another 4 for the hex. And that'll be my turn.
Amazing. It's actually such a cool combo.
Incredible.
Okay. Franz, your turn.
So I get advantage against him?
Yeah.
Dog shit. There we go.
Oh,
There's a
Hey.
little-
Oh yeah.
So that's what, 8 plus 5?
No,
No, it's the max.
it's the max.
Yeah.
So,
Because we do
Oh,
critical
so
crits.
18 then. Nice.
yeah.
Oh, another one.
Woo!
damn.
The fuck?
What is with us?
This game's weird.
That's almost the 7th or 8th crit tonight.
It's kind of
It might even be the 9th or 10th. That's crazy.
Well, not only that, it's like doubles.
Yeah,
I know.
You rolled 2 double crits, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, Wick rolled 2 double crits. I rolled a double crit. Rick rolled a double 1. Whatever.
Some shit's going.
Sorry, keep
it's-
going.
No, it's some weird shit
Oh
afoot
my
tonight,
God.
guys. There's some weird shit going on.
So yeah, that's 30, 60.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
If my power goes out and
I'm
my
a fucking
computer's
can.
still working, I'm quitting. I'm never playing this game.
Ah,
again.
that's right. I'm walking away. That's right. I'm walking away.
Every light in the house goes out, but the computer's still on. I'm done.
Bro.
Fucking God.
It's like a book I read once.
It's Jumanji.
No, different book. I actually just finished reading the next book in the series. It's very
Uh,
similar to what's going on.
And
I am going to step over, just kind of attempting to be between it and our ranged members, and then I'm going to twist the ring on my finger and use a second level heal on myself. Or second level cure wounds. And then I will bonus action defensive field, and that is my turn.
Hephaestus. Oh, I should have said this. You need to roll your sacred flame that you were holding. So it's gonna roll a wisdom save, and no. So do your damage.
So it took 13.
It does a little bit more.
Right, I was just saying 13.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And now you get your turn again. Because it's your turn in the order.
Mm-hmm. I am going to just move closer to where you said the old Minotaur fell, like right here, right? Somewhere in that box?
It's in the mud. It's currently. It's actually the body's actually currently sinking into the mud. Here.
Oh no! I need his hammer.
Giggity.
Is it a bonus action to pick something up, or is that an action?
It's usually a free action to pick something up, but I'm gonna say that a maul bigger than you, by like a bit.
Well, how about this? How about this?
It's a different thing.
How about would it be a bonus action for me to just smack my ring of holding into it and stick it in that?
No, that would be a free action.
I will do that.
Okay, if you recall, you've already got two.
I've got one. I've got the other one. Ian's got
Okay,
one of
so
them
that
too.
brings the total weight of your bag to 300.
Okay.
Of-
So I can't put anything else in it
out
right
of
now.
out of 500.
Okay. So I'll do that first, and then I will sling a. Ian, you good? You
Yeah,
good,
I'm
man?
good.
Yeah, you look a lot better. I will sling a guiding bolt, a level 1 guiding bolt at this dickhead, and it's advantage, right? Because he's in the mud
Yeah.
and restrained.
Yep.
Kaboom!
That hits. 15 points of damage.
And that will be my turn.
Top of the order to you, Tulliver. He's muted.
Sorry, I have it on a keybind and I accidentally pressed it typing to my friend. I did say my turn, but I'm going to step out and I'm just going to firebolt again. Keep it simple. I don't really have any other damage for this guy.
Gotcha. Right. What it?
13 to hit, assuming it doesn't.
It's a 29 because he's restrained.
Right, of course. And that'll be my turn.
Cool.
I'll
So
step back in behind
starting
cover.
to look a little rough. It's its turn. It's gonna use its action to pull itself out of the mud. So it's out of the mud, and then it's gonna use his movement to.
Was that with disadvantage?
It's not a strength check to pull himself out of the mud. He
Oh,
can just
oh,
use his
okay.
action to pull himself.
Oh,
out.
I get
Yeah,
it.
it's a free thing. It's a check if he ends
But
the turn there.
he's still there. His
Okay.
speed's quartered, so
So now he's got to do a strength check because he ended his turn in there to make sure he doesn't fall back into the
I
mud.
think it's when he starts his turn.
Nah,
Hit it again. No, it's when they're in it. Is it in his turn?
sorry. Let me just confirm. When it moves into the area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Jesus Christ!
And it's got disadvantage.
Actually,
It's a save,
crazy
not a
for
check.
the all range
It's a
party.
save, not a check. There's a
Oh.
difference.
Throw double ones.
I didn't. Rolled a natural 18. So he's okay.
So he's chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling
Yep.
for now, but he's not going to make it through another round of damage. Or being pushed back again by Aster, inevitably.
Well, I'd push him out from my angle right now.
I need to step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but he'd have to. Anyway. Go ahead. All right, so take your turn, Aster. Go ahead.
I am going to hit him with a longbow with sharpshooter.
Get up, roll to hit.
Ugh.
Does not hit.
I'll do the same thing again.
But he's got advantage,
He
doesn't
does
he?
not. He's not restrained. No, sir.
Oh.
Fuck.
With sharpshooter.
16 hits.
No, not
Oh.
with sharpshooter. -5. It's 11. Both arrows. It's kind of a tight angle, tight shot right here. Trying to bend it around this cave wall. So both your arrows just sort of miss. Yeah, Franz. Y'all better be careful. He makes it out this fucking pit.
Oh, I'm gonna sorry, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide again.
All right, roll to stealth. yeah, you're pretty hidden. All right, Franz.
I'm assuming this is not a medium or small creature.
This is no. He's much larger than that.
Eldritch Blast.
Very good. Okay. Cooking a little bit. Alright, everything
It's
balanced
consistent.
out, everything balanced out in the end. Alright, 18 total points of damage. Still pretty good. Starting to look rough. Beleaguered. And
Yeah, that's what.
I'm just gonna hold some punches for if he gets within range.
okay.
That'll be my turn.
Hephaestus.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, we're gonna go with the oldie but a goodie. I don't know how this is gonna work, if it's gonna work on this dude or not, but we'll, flip a... fudge sickles. Sacred Flame.
Okay. Gonna make a wisdom save. Nope.
18 points of radiant damage.
It's pretty good. Looking real rough. He's hanging on by a thread, really. Is that your turn?
Oh, yeah.
Tolliver.
Same old. Just gonna firebolt.
Okay.
Sorry, I lost my character sheet. There we go. Nope.
Oof.
16. Oh, he's not restrained.
Not restrained. No one
Cool.
goes wide.
Then it's a 1.
Oh man. So it's when it starts its turn there, right? If it starts its turn in the bullshit?
To what?
It's
Make a
its
check.
turn.
Yeah.
When it excuse me. Any creature on the ground, you cast a spell, and when it enters the area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there,
Okay.
it
so
moves into
it's
the area.
just-
So not when it starts. Yeah,
Correct.
you're good.
It's just like my beer bitches.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
except it also affects on cast. It like specifically says
So-
that,
Oh.
which is actually a good counterpoint to it not affecting on cast for those mentioned in this spell.
Okay, so it pulls itself out of the pit. You see it pull itself, and when it realizes that it's like settled on like firm earth, you see it dig its massive legs into the earth as it takes off in a sprint, horns lowered. Oh, you were lucky. But Hephaestus isn't. It comes beeline down the line, right at Hephaestus.
As soon as he passes Aen's gonna hit him.
Yep. Well, only once, I guess. Hopefully. Yep. Only gonna hit him once.
Aen, how do you want to do it? It had
Fuck
two-
yeah.
It had 2 health.
Let's
go.
Thank God.
Just knocks him
Um,
unconscious.
I'm just gonna hit him and knock him back into the fucking mud. Just knock his body in the mud.
So as it starts taking off, it just like tunnel vision right at Hephaestus. It doesn't see Aeon's gauntleted fist just lash out and clothesline it. With light, just the streaking lightning punch that meets it with like momentum against momentum. As it clotheslines the Minotaur, sending it like flipping head over, or ass over tea kettle back into the mud as it begins sinking lifeless into the earth. Well, I handled them a lot better that time.
We had a little help with one of them sticking itself, in the ice pillar.
Yeah, that was pretty clean.
You are out of combat.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to the edge of the mud, put my hands on my hips, look at the little black portal down there, look back at everyone, and just be like, my bad, but I don't really know how to get rid of this.
Oh,
Actually, I could dispel magic on it, but if we need to get rid of it, I'll do that. But it's not going away otherwise. So let me know if we need to work on this little thing down here.
Well, you don't have to use dispel magic. You can will it away. You can will the effect away.
That's what I thought, but it's non-concentration, and on the spell it just says until dispelled
Yeah,
for the duration.
That's what I'm seeing too. So I'm wondering if it means like
Let me check.
until dispelled magic or until you dispel the spell yourself. Because like any spell you cast, you have the ability to just end.
That's what
Yeah,
I
usually you have
thought.
control over it.
That's what I thought.
I'm gonna say you can just end it if you want.
Okay. Fair enough. Then I will take a look around first and make sure there are no more minotaurs hiding behind any pillars.
Make a perception check.
Okay. So, wearing perception check. 20.
Yeah, you don't see anything else around here. You can-
Alright,
you can
cool.
pretty
I'll will the spell away.
Okay. You see the two Minotaur bodies that were there and that are partially sinking into the earth as the mud turns back into rock. You see that they're just like cemented there into the ground. But then they begin sort of like dissolving away in the earth there.
How tall would you say those things are?
What things?
The Minotaurs.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, make a. I don't know. They're like so anywhere between like almost 15 feet tall.
Okay, never mind.
You can make a chain necklace out of their ears.
I was gonna turn myself into a Minotaur.
Yeah, not quite.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyways.
So you see like a medium height, a medium creature size rendition of the Minotaurs.
I'll make myself a foot taller and look like one of them.
As he's doing that, Tolliver's gonna look at him and have one of those like black and white little emotional track moments where I see like Ulf doing the same thing with fish guts.
yeah.
And I'm remembering my old friend who turned to the other side.
Tolliver,
Yeah.
make an intelligence check.
Pretty low actually.
Okay.
15, yeah.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Loot the bodies.
I'm just gonna say, guys, don't hit me. It's just me, Aster.
God damn.
See, that is quite convincing.
I'm just gonna walk around the room, kind of just looking around. going on, seeing if they had left anything behind, if this was the only thing in this room or anything like that.
Make a perception check.
One of these days, I'll make a good perception roll.
Yeah, just nothing really nothing noticeable in this little cave area except for this. Sort of what I will say is you guys are sort of walking around this cave area opens up into a much larger cave area with more stalagmites.
When Tolliver just got rid of the mud, did the Minotaur that I'm standing next to, is he like stuck half in the dirt, or did he pop back up to the top?
No, he's like stuck half in there.
Is it what half of him is up?
I don't know. What side do you want him to be up?
Side that has pockets.
Okay, he's just wearing loincloth. Like,
I don't
they don't
know.
really have anything on him like that.
Well, guys, I got one of each of the hammers. Hopefully, we don't find another one because I can't carry anymore.
Well, you can just leave him too.
See, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I could, but then I can't take them back to the fucking forge and dissect them and make cooler weapons for us.
That's true.
I mean, are they made of anything special? that
Oh,
we
they're
can
definitely
do?
magic.
In the same coin, aren't we in like a dream?
I mean, yeah, so maybe it won't come back with us.
According to a
but
kid, I mean, obviously not, but I will see if anything comes back.
I don't
with us,
remember
is what
falling asleep.
Yeah, no.
No, remember,
I
I
hope
told
things
you
come
all
back
that
with
you all
something
were
else.
dead, and you all don't seem to believe me, but I'm just sort of going with it at this point.
I think I'd know if I was dead.
I don't know.
100%.
You think so, but you guys apparently don't seem to.
That is true. We are fighting demons.
I mean, hey. I've died
I'm
before.
actually not super convinced we're alive, so
I've died before.
Good.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I died. I have, these fits. They happen sometimes when I get, really scared. And one time the fit was so bad that I died. I was stuck here for a really long time. Really long time. It was the first time that it happened.
So you died. You were stuck here for a really long time, and then you woke up.
Yeah. Yeah. I was apparently asleep for a really long time. My mom was really worried.
Ah,
Be right back.
I get it.
Anyway, you guys seem to be doing a really good job fighting off those big scary guys. Wish you all would have been here sooner.
while he's talking, I'm gonna kind of remove some of the plating off of my arm and just look at the color of my arm again.
Okay. It's light gray.
I'm just gonna kind of put the plating back on and continue searching around the room.
Here, Aster, would you be so kind as to follow me, please?
Lead the way.
I want to go check out this fucking demon room.
Before we go that way, I just want to pick up that other. You said you had to leave one of the warhammers, right, Ghost? I think he stepped away.
He did, but yes, he did.
Would I be able to fit one of those in my quiver of Alana? It says I can fit up to 6 long objects, such as bows, quarterstaffs, and spears, but I figure like one warhammer could equal like 6 of those. So I'll pick that up and go with Franz.
Okay. Franz, as you get closer and deeper into this room, and you are looking at it for the first time, there is, in the area in between the pillars here, the snow on the ground and sort of like the air, even like the air around the area in between the pillars, is tinged with an icy blue light.
Okay. How does it feel if I kind of inch closer?
I mean, I don't. What do you mean by feel?
Well, does it feel like fucking poison or like it might like
no,
is it detrimental?
You don't feel anything. Actually, make an insight check.
Baby.
Jesus Christ, how many is that? The energy surrounding these columns and in between in the area that you're getting very close to, the energy feels very familiar. It makes you feel nostalgic or homesick almost in a way. But you do not, even with your crit, you do not in any way recognize why, like, by taking in the context clues of, like, the depictions on the columns, just the context of what's going on here in general, why you would feel a sense of home or nostalgia to this area.
My next step was going to be to read the columns.
Starting at the first column, it speaks of it. You see that these etchings are telling a story. So, a little atmosphere change here. On the first column, the large one, it's the largest one, and it has by far the most writing on it. It speaks of Mephistopheles and his cohort. It speaks of the great arcane experimenter, Mephistopheles, the lord of Kaimon, one of the layers of the Nine Hells. It speaks of his historical, profane, magical experiments, creating things like abominations and demons, and eventually taking an interest in things like half-breeds and things like that. It speaks of the two entities that flank Mephistopheles on his left and on his right. On his right, it speaks of the gruesome enforcer and his right-hand man, his lieutenant, Hutijin, and speaks on his role, how he was the one who would go out and wrangle in the specimens that Mephistopheles desired, whether it be human, demon, orc, whatever the fuck. Hutijin was the one who went out and sought what Mephistopheles needed. Then it speaks of another entity, Ryusin, RYU''SIN. Ryusin is Mephistopheles' foremost acolyte in the almost scientific endeavors that Mephistopheles was taking to his arcane experiments. It speaks of a great weapon that Ryusin sought to develop under the tutelage of Mephistopheles. And then the rest of the story basically goes on to speak of these three, throughout the millennia, have been enacting horrible things to set up specific rituals, do great terrible deeds. The second column that you get to, the second column tells the story basically of the process of the weapon making that Mephistopheles and Ryusin and Hutijin were involved in. It speaks of Mephistopheles found out how to transpose souls. It speaks of his great blade, his great profane blade, and how it could take life essence from one being and then instill it into another. And then at the very top of the column, at the very end of the story, it speaks of Mephistopheles deciding to use Ryusin as his like the culmination of sorry, I skipped a part. There's a part in the column where Mephistopheles and Ryusin go trial after trial after trial trying to create these half-breed weapons. So it shows depictions of Ryusin and Mephistopheles taking like the souls of lesser demons and instilling them into mortals, creating these half-breed, and it's labeled as abominations, but how it reads is the word tiefling, basically. So it goes on to tell basically and how they were called these blue-skinned abominations. And they're all depictions of some of the other figures that you've seen on the murals throughout, the broken dismembered figures. And this column tells how each one of these lesser demon transmutations were failures. Until Mephistopheles and Ryusin decided that the reason why it was failing is because the souls that they were transposing were not strong enough to deal with the transposition. In the very end of this second column, it's Mephistopheles decides that he's going to either transpose Hutijin or transpose Ryusin into the next specimen. The third column tells the story of Mephistopheles choosing Ryusin and taking Ryusin and transposing him into transposing him into the body of a baby inside of a human woman. That baby is born, and that entity grows to succeed. And Ryusin, in his tiefling form as a mortal, is standing next to Mephistopheles. However, the very tip top of this pillar is defaced. And for you to see it and get a close enough view, it's that there's one portion that is visible, that is discernible, but you have to get close. You have to get close enough to it to read it.
Fly up.
Okay, when you fly up into this space here, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Not good.
Outstanding. I need you to roll a D100. 96.
By the way, while we were going through that, like if I was reading it, I would want to be relaying that to a star, like reading it out loud.
Okay.
Are you all right up there, Franz?
Soon find out.
Okay. Hold on, sorry. fucking lost my note page. Fuck. Sorry, I have to look back. I have to look back through a fucking book real quick. I'm sorry. Give me a minute.
Oh, good.
Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. Oh, come on. What?
While you're looking that up, could I say that while Franz was reading all this to me, I was just copying the runes as I saw them, or like whatever he was reading as best as I could in my forgery kit.
Sure. There, Cania. 8. Here we go. Okay. All right. So as you step into the space in between these pillars, a new rule, RUL, a new rule has been placed on Franz. Hold on. Okay. So,
What the fuck is a rule?
so a rule is a condition specific to Mephistopheles and his realm and everything. Okay. So you have a rule on you, meaning that what I'm about to say is you have to always abide by it, basically. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You cannot use, Franz can no longer use the proper names of any of his friends. So you can no longer, like, just so we're clear, you can't call Anne Anne, you can't call Aster Aster, you can't call Tolliver Tolliver. You have to call them
Mhm.
something else.
Okay.
You actually rolled one of the more benign rules. There were some like, yeah, but that's
No, this is cool, man. I love random table.
all right. Cool.
Mm.
Hey, hello.
Hello. Okay. Yeah,
So if I'm at the top, can I see what's defaced there?
you can. What's actually the only part that's not defaced? You see the phrase Hootigen's avarice. You see the phrase Hootigen's avarice.
Yeah, and then just nothing.
And then everything else is basically just scarred and, yeah, indecipherable.
Well, my Minotaur friend, it seems there is some way to kill his lieutenant here, but it has been defaced. I'm gonna float back down, and then we can rejoin the other group.
So it's like a partial message.
Well, it seems whatever was written there, he did not want us to find. but we may rejoin the group and continue down the cavern.
I'll head back.
Okay. Oh, Franz, can you screen? Should you stream the game in the Discord, please?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you guys? You guys are heading into this room proper?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just reveal, or I won't because the reveal button's broken. Here.
Shall we continue the puzzle?
I'll relay everything Franz, like I wrote down from what Franz told me, to the rest of the group as well.
Yeah, then we continue on, I guess.
Which way are you continuing?
Should we continue or should we do the puzzle?
I kind of like the idea of maybe trying to find them all first.
So you could be very spread out.
That's
Could be.
true.
That's true.
I mean,
And
we
now
saw.
know. Well,
We have the two here, so we may continue.
Like we solved that one. I guess is the worry that we solve all of them and we don't really know what happens at the end.
yeah, I mean, it's more so we don't know which one is the last one in the chain, right?
See what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
hell, the first one was
But
not so fun to deal with, so
what's the alternative? We know it's the last one and open it anyways.
yeah, I mean, we know it's the last one. We're just prepared for something to, be there,
We could
basically.
just true. I guess maybe we could just expect it on each one.
That's true. We could.
At this point, every corner I go around, I pretty much expect a Minotaur, some demon tiefling to kind of nowhere. This
Yeah.
place sucks.
Yeah.
Aster just walks up to Tolliver and says, "Boo," because I still look like a Minotaur.
I know. Yeah, I got that. You got. I don't have a camera on, but you definitely just got a deadpan stare and respond. So I mean, I would say maybe we just solve and keep going. I don't want to spend any time, longer than we need to. But if you guys
Yeah,
want to keep
let's
going,
just-
I don't
Let's
care.
let's just go ahead and solve them then. Might as well. I mean, you're right. We can just be prepared every time, just in case.
Can I creep up here?
Sure.
Is this going to take a couple minutes for you guys to do this?
Yeah, if you have
You
to
get
run
this
all the
going.
way across the cavern.
You got to go run across. Okay. Do you gonna need my help for it?
I think a simple escort would be fine.
I'm thinking I go in my little cubby over there and I try to get my bird back for 10 minutes. It's pretty useful. I like.
We want to finish clearing this area before we start messing with these things, because there's more tunnels and shit up here.
That's
Things
what,
there will always be more tunnels.
I thought we just went over that.
I walked away. I'm sorry.
You're good. We're gonna go
Oh,
ahead and
gotcha,
grab
gotcha.
these 2 puzzle pieces that are here, and then we'll move on. We're just gonna basically pretend like every puzzle piece is the final piece, though.
I mean,
Just so we're
yeah.
prepared, no matter what happens.
Let's do it.
all right. Well, while they get set up on that, I'm just gonna go in this little corner and sit down and start ritually casting Find Familiar.
And I will help guide around the 2 that have to handle the orbs.
Okay. You guys can take care of this task without being molested by any minotaurs. So you all take the black node and you bring it here. You take the white node and you bring it here. And you see a line extend into the wall here. As you see where it should upload. There you
Technical
go.
difficulties.
No.
Oh, there you
I forget that I have to end the line segment. But you see it travel into the wall, headed in a northwesterly direction from that node. And you see black one here. Oh,
Do they each have the Orb of Chaos or whatever inside of them?
not these. No, it seems that these circles ate the nodes and then just produced the line.
Maybe we should follow the lines.
Seems logical, yeah.
Yeah, we could. Very much so.
And let us continue.
Motherfucker.
Alright, we'll go that way.
We'll head west.
It's been 10
Up
minutes.
that way.
Yeah, between them getting there and getting back, it's definitely
Solid.
15 minutes.
Apologize to my bird and put him on the shoulder. Fucked up.
Gives you like a
That
PTSD
Minotaur did
shiver.
to you. It's fucked up.
Oh, hold on. I fucked up. Apparently. God damn it. Keeping up with my own mechanics.
You gone?
Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stand by. One sec. I fucked up. Fucked up with my own mechanic. Sorry.
I got you.
Go backwards. Those lines didn't go that way. I connected the
Okay.
wrong lines. Sorry. That's you, son of a bitch. Okay. Alright, so now where I have the lines is where they actually went.
Okay. So that'd probably be, I'm assuming that'd be this way. Maybe. It's a
Weird.
fucking cavern, so who knows?
Yeah, just go anyway.
On the way up to there, I'll still like walk up this one a little bit, take a look.
Okay, you see the line going through the wall there?
Okay. And then I'll just meet back with everyone.
Hey, Ann.
Mhm.
Do me a favor. Make a perception check.
You know what?
Hey,
Oh,
That's alright.
I just want to say I love that I'm doing stealth mechanics with Minotaurs. I don't know why, but it's just it's so funny for me. Yeah, you see, trying to hide behind this pillar here. You see another very bulky object try to like shift and conceal its large figure behind a stalagmite that isn't exactly the biggest.
I'm just gonna kind of look. I'm gonna turn around to everybody and point at him. Like, how do we wanna handle this guy?
I could talk to him. I mean, they'll probably think I'm one of them.
I'd actually like to see that. Please,
I would too,
please do.
but it's,
Please, no. I would like to see that. Please go ahead and attempt to talk to them.
they hurt. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I've been
Let
here
him
before.
Let him try this.
I'm
I'm looking at Tolliver, going, just let it happen.
I'm having such deja vu right now.
This just
Holy
does seem
shit.
oddly
Yeah.
familiar.
This is like
This is
I have been in this exact position before. Instead of a bull, it was a fish.
But I upgraded from a disguise kit to
What do you mean you upgraded?
disguise self.
Okay, so what's
Please
the,
go ahead.
what's the
Attempt to
pla-
talk to them.
what's the plan here?
So I'm gonna walk ahead, and
Talk to
I'm not
the
gonna
brother.
I'm not gonna make it look. I'm not gonna directly like call out to them, but I'm just gonna like walk out and try and make the same mooing sounds that I heard from the other minotaurs, and make myself like look big. You know, like just like
Hello,
puff,
fellow Minotaur.
puff myself up a little bit.
Make a performance check.
Let's moo at him.
Could it be deception? I'll roll performance. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know who you're deceiving with a moo.
Everyone, apparently.
I need everybody to make a perception check. Okay. All right. Hephaestus, after you hear the moo echo out into the cavern in front of you all.
Yes.
Sorry. you hear like a often like a deeper into the cavern. You hear a faint snapping noise, like a cracking or snapping noise, and then a couple more seconds go by, and then you hear a soft whistling noise that rapidly grows louder and louder. As like this as you see this as Aster and Ayan, you look on just over Aster's shoulder as you see a large chunk of ice whistling through the air as it just smacks Aster in the forehead. And you hear... Sorry, hold on. First, point of order. Aster, you take...
So, before that, was he aiming for my forehead?
Just aiming at you in general.
Because if it hit the Minotaur, like the form of the Minotaur in the forehead, it really wouldn't hit me because it's like a foot of just nothing above me.
He's not... I was just saying forehead for, like...
All right.
Dramatic effect. It's just at you in general. Yeah, so you take... $11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of cold damage as a part of this stalagmite smacks you in your forehead, not the things like the disguises forehead. And we're just gonna take the same initiative from last time, but you guys are in initiative again. But we're gonna take a short break before combat, so you can get out. We've been doing this for a couple of hours, so we can get out and move around.
All right.
For a minute.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's like a thing. You know what I mean?
And I get
'Cause,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're getting at, but it's more of he just rolled to hit kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I was
Because like in the disguise self thing, it says like if like someone tries to like check if it's an illusion, and they like it gives an example of
Yeah,
like if someone like if you were wearing a hat and you don't really have a hat, they would just put their hand through nothing. So
okay. I'll be back in a little bit.
How many minotaurs do you think you're in here?
I guess they didn't buy it.
Another 7.
I can tentacle this opening here if we want to try to just like hold them. I don't know if they're gonna be smart enough to go around, but
I have a spell that I'm thinking about using.
Word.
That basically they have to roll on any attack rolls or ability checks. They'd have to roll a d6 and subtract the result. Any creature within a 20-foot radius.
What is it? Is that Bane?
No, synaptic static.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah,
That's a 6 spell. I have that too.
and
So
it's 8d6 psychic damage.
Yeah, it's a level 5. It's like a level 5 fireball, basically.
All
it
my
does.
spells are level 5.
Yeah, that warlock life. Yeah, synaptic static is a dope blast spell for the wizard because like not a lot of spells that blast and also debuff.
It's not.
I'm trying my best to reserve my everything. Actually,
I feel you.
I'm starting
I
to
have-
get a little low on resources, so it's just not great.
I still have my level 6 spell, and it is a very good single target spell, and I am holding it if we hit a real
Sure.
boss. So I'm going to keep that in pocket, but it is kind of a saver suck.
I haven't used any spell slots since we've been in this cave.
Oh yeah, that's
But
I,
I mean,
still, I still have my get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot? That whole fight, I can use my bonus action to push people 5 feet too, King. So we literally we could just make AoE and just slam, and it's my bonus action, so we could just slam people back into it over and over.
could we just stand on either side of each other and basically like fucking
Ping pong.
yeah, ping pong them?
I can only do 5 feet, but yeah, pretty much.
I have 5 spell slots left.
Yeah, you're good to conserve if you want. At least we don't need to use Radiant on these guys.
true.
It does more damage though.
It does. It's nice when it hits, but you know.
Hit him, beat him up a little bit. I'll throw a Toll the Dead on him.
Yeah, that shit. That'll probably not be resisted. Necrotic damage almost never is, unless they are like undead. I'm still juiced spell wise. That short rest gave me a level 4 back, so I can sling in this next fight if you guys want to save shit.
I can still. I've got 2 Harness Divine Powers left,
Solid.
so I can restack up to 2 level 2 spell slots.
I also
So-
have all the div rolls still. I think it was like a 13 and a low number. I might have to go look for it. I really should write them down between sessions.
If I act, I have Booming Blade too, which could control them too.
Oh yeah, because they can't move.
Yeah.
Or they can, but they take damage. Yeah, that's also really good.
And it's like a amount of damage now.
It's perfect for like our new very ranged party. All this shit, all the CC and pushbacks.
True.
That was probably the most coordinated fight we've had with like the new party setup.
Yeah, that I think that's the first time I successfully pinned something with a immovable rod arrow.
That shit's really useful too. Just like CC with the arrow shot. It's really nice.
And that's 3 times a day
That's a lot.
for free. Like I don't have my bow.
That is
I can
really
just
nice.
3 times a day.
Oh, like
and
you
I-
could just stick it and then like step on it or something if you
Order.
need to, like that kind of thing.
Order.
It's like just like a permanent one. Like,
Got you.
There's no button on it or anything. Or maybe I activate it as I'm shooting it or something, but it's not one that can be like turned off.
Got you.
If I ever get to play a rogue again, his weapons are going to be knitting needles.
You-
So
Have you? Hold on.
huh?
Have you ever seen Gwen from League of Legends?
No.
I was just gonna ask.
This is your rogue. If you make one with knitting needles, all I'm gonna think is this. Just so you know.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing.
I sent you a link. Her weapons are
She's-
giant.
Giant
Uh,
scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like the most fucking kawaii looking.
So before, or have you haven't started the stream yet? Have you?
The stream never stopped.
Never mind.
Stream never stopped.
If I stop it, it's just it might not
You
get
won't.
right.
You won't remember. You won't remember to turn the audio back on.
So I'm just not playing that game.
Okay. Well,
Fair enough, honestly.
good thing we weren't talking too much shit about you behind your back.
Oh man. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing that Arby's mozzarella sticks hold up 2 hours after I got them, but
Great thing.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
I don't think that's good at all.
It's a really good thing.
I mean, it's good for you right now, but I don't think it's good in the long run.
They're so tasty. I don't know, man.
I prefer their jalapeno poppers.
Those are good too.
Raw butter.
How far back is this? Wick, I'm trying to go back to find my div rolls, and I know one was 13, but I don't know the other one.
I think the other one was really low.
That's what I thought.
I thought it was like a. You know what? Roll a d4.
I was gonna say, could I just roll like, yeah, that's perfect. I swear the other one was 13.
I
though.
have 2 in my head. Like I know it was something low.
13 and 3.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, I got a one off the roll.
Yeah,
I'll take the 3 of Festus set too. I don't really care. Any of
I
that.
I don't care about scrolling. I don't care about scrolling up. We can just go with the 1.
Yeah, last time I was able to scroll up, but I just spent 5 minutes trying to do it now and got tired of it. But I'm
I'm
almost positive 13 was one of them, so we'll do that and we'll take the 1. I will definitely take the 1. I'm gonna assume how do you play if I have a div roll of 1? Am I giving someone a crit fail, or are they just rolling a 1? You know what I mean?
Oh, why is my mic muted? On like an attack roll, it would be an auto miss. On a skill check, it's rolling a 1.
That makes sense. Got you.
Okay. So yeah, you guys know that there's a Minotaur up yonder. What would you like to do?
Are we in combat?
No. He thinks he's hiding from you all.
He just threw a piece of ice at fucking
He's not the one who
Hester.
threw it. He's not the one who threw it.
Got
oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna kind of help Aster off the ground and be like, so that went well, right? Good or not quite to plan?
I couldn't see what threw that at me, right?
No, it came from like much deeper into the.
None of the other Minotaurs threw ice at us, right? I mean, I'm sure they could.
Probably could have, but they didn't.
Well, we can bait him to try to get him to charge us here and maybe hold this funnel, or we go in and see what's in there. What do you guys want to do?
That's probably our best
I just don't want to get, if they have something back there that's gonna like artillery us, you know, in the little. Either way,
Yeah.
gotta
No,
don't have a lot of time.
I kind of agree. I mean, we can come up with defenses on it.
Yeah.
Tally ho, boys, let's go.
Well,
Can I do something? Can I attack them?
we see one Minotaur trying to hide behind this pillar. That was the catalyst for you going up. So we can definitely try to attack him.
Could I see like the angle at which the ice spike came from?
N- mm, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna be a really hard check, but I'll let you roll anyway. Who knows? Y'all have rolled like 19 crits tonight, so maybe you can do some fucking
I've not
Rain
rolled a
Man
single
shit.
goddamn one.
Make an
so-
intelligence check.
Okay.
Well, by the trajectory of the sun and the moon. No. They're somewhere at the bottom of the ocean, Carl. I mean, think about a launch angle. Like, it... I mean, it was... And it came in fast, too. It was thrown from, like, deep off into the cave.
Okay.
Well, we know we're gonna have Minotaurs charging us, and they got some kind of range support. You know, I'm sure we can figure it out as we go along.
Maybe. Hopefully. Probably.
I mean, we're gonna take 2 steps and not have another option anyways. We might as well launch an attack on that Minotaur we can see right now before they figure out we're talking about them.
Very true.
Which one of these stones was the Minotaur behind that we see?
As you all are looking at the... Make a perception check. Okay, you now see that Minotaur that you all were looking at. You look at him, and you see him looking at you, and he just runs away.
Yeah, there we go.
You hear a war horn noise sound off deeper into the cave.
Oh. Fuck, no.
We're a lot of things, boys. Decisive is not one of them.
Yep. We need to
It
find
is
a
now-
good spot to defend that.
Things now here are just eerily quiet. As you all sit and you realize that, like, oh, this thing wasn't running away from us. They're probably regrouping for something.
Okay, we need to back up and make this a final point. Because there's probably going to be more than we are comfortable with very soon.
Are they gonna come to us? That's the question. We are trying to activate these things, right? I mean, Minotaurs aren't
are.
the smartest, but maybe whatever is leading them is, and if they're smart, they're just gonna defend what's there. It's a lot
True.
easier to defend something.
True, however, they may also get impatient if we just wait. We sit up, we wait, and then we attack whenever ready. I mean, if we charge them, it's an unknown force size, unknown capabilities, and these guys are not easy when it's just 2 or 3 of them. So, I mean, we may be walking straight into
that's
a day
fine.
of death.
We can wait. I just think at a certain point, how long do we wait? What if they don't do anything? So let's start waiting, I guess. We can set up.
Let's see this spell. Okay. I'm going to.
Ideally, I mean, yeah, if we could fight him in this choke, it'd be fantastic.
Yep, let's get back up. Let's try to get them to where we can fight them in the choke. If anybody's got abilities of any kind that are helpful in, you know.
I'm gonna stay behind this pillar back here, and whichever opening they tend to congregate in, I can put something down. I can put something down in both, honestly, if it comes to it. So I'll just stay back here and try to stem the tide. If that
The
happens.
biggest thing is just, if anybody's got abilities to close off these gaps, to make it any kind of difficult for them to get through, that would be the absolute best.
I think I definitely do, but I'm gonna hold it for like
Okay.
as it happens because I don't want to. They're big things for me, and I don't want to use to set them up and then just,
I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to start just making a lot of noise, just clanging my shield. But while doing so, I am going to be, every round that consecutively goes by, I will be using the dodge action.
I am going to change my disguise self to kind of just like a cloak that goes over my whole body that looks a little bit like the stone on the wall. Just try and blend in.
Okay. So you all sit and arrange yourselves, you prepare, and you dig in. Oh, sorry, you all can't see me, but I'm rolling dice. Some time goes by. You hear a voice rumble out through the caverns. I grow bored of this stagnation. My minotaurs are brave, but they are not stupid. I didn't think you would grow to be such a coward, brother. You're so powerful, so beloved. You make me sick. More time passes as you all sit and wait, and nothing seems to happen.
Honestly, I think they don't lose anything by waiting us out, and
Yeah, they probably don't.
we, even beyond what's happening here, we lose a lot as time goes on with what else is going on in the world.
Yeah, true.
I
Not
could-
that a few hours is going to change much, but just in the in general, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Fuck,
could-
we're just gonna have to go then.
I could sneak a little bit ahead of us and maybe get their attention at least.
Very much could. It's dangerous, but we could.
I mean, it was a good try either way. Definitely would have been ideal. Yeah, I mean, if you think you can get in there, as long as you're not getting yourself in too much trouble.
I'll be quiet and try and maybe hit him while not looking with something, and then you guys come in.
So what's the plan, Stan?
Well, I guess we'll move in as a group then without him, and he can go in a little bit earlier, try to scope things out, get us set up, and then we'll go in. We'll wait 3 minutes, 2 minutes after Aster goes in. What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Good with that.
And then you don't have to attack them on your own to start it off or anything. If you want, you can wait till we walk in and kind of
I'll
attack them after.
I'll give you a hand
Yeah.
signal if I need you to come in sooner than the 3 minutes.
Well, they won't. If you stealth, they won't be able to see.
Oh yeah.
we'll hear something if things go down. But I mean, yeah. Ideally, we can take aggro, and then you can do your thing from the shadows. I'm sure you can get out of there if you need to.
Yeah.
Worst case, we can get you out of there too.
Yep.
But all right. Yeah, I think we have no choice but to just walk straight in. I'm gonna fly my bird up this little tunnel real quick, just while we've been waiting here, just to see what's up in here.
Okay.
Figured might as well have done it during the downtime. And I'm gonna fly pretty cautiously, staying close to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of slink along this wall. And just keep pushing around.
Okay. As you push farther this way, you see this room opens up. There's obviously a little alleyway here, but opens up into a larger room with a white rune circle on the ground. Aster, roll a stealth check.
Yeesh.
Okay, what do you want to do, Invisible Man?
So I changed my disguise, so I don't know if I can do that, but I just wanted my clothes to all look like the stone, and I'm gonna follow this wall around and towards the direction that we saw the Minotaur slink off, and I just want to kind of scope it out.
He didn't slink off. He was full sprinting, and he went like that way.
All right, so yeah, I'll just kind of like I'll move between the wall and these stalactites just to kind of stay in the shadows if I can.
Okay. Looks like that. Okay. As you move into this room more and more, you don't see any. You don't see any immediate signs of any minotaurs or really anything.
All right, I'll move further up into it. I'll move up to like this corner. And...
See, this opens up into more. Yeah, it seems that this they've cleared out of this room, and it's just sort of sitting here silent.
I'll move to this corner, and that's probably like, I would think that's like enough time that they probably would have came in behind me.
Okay. Yeah. You all want to move into the room? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been about 3 minutes, definitely.
And I'll just be like standing up against the wall and then just like come out at them as they come up to where I'm at.
Nothing.
I see something.
Yeah, as you look down into this alcove, you see. I'm just See another plate or circle.
Yeah, there was a white one in the little cavern to our west as well.
We must find the sword.
Yeah, you see these rings here, but they are the unactivated rings. Yeah. So what would you all like to do?
I'll follow you, Franz. You seem to have a better intuition down here than I do. At least you can read what's on the walls, literally.
I think we need to follow this beam to the north.
Alright.
As I move into this part, is this like a fork here?
Yeah, it's let you all move into here more properly. It's like a whole thing.
Can I look to see if I see like fresh Minotaur tracks going a certain direction?
You make a survival check. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the thing pop in my ear.
That's a
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something, or I didn't. I usually hear the dice roll sound,
Yeah.
but I didn't hear it.
24.
Yeah, 24. Yeah, you look at your feet here. There are multiple tracks, not just one set, but like multiple sets, like running through this tunnel here, or like this choke point that you guys are in here now. And you see, like as they come through here, like some break off and go to your left over here. Some break off and go this way, and they disappear around this rock or down this tunnel here.
But I can't really get a sense of like more tracks will go in a certain
I
way.
mean, yeah, they all seem to split up pretty evenly.
All right. Even though I don't have a nose, I'm gonna go. I think they went north. Just keep moving north.
Okay. Look down that way. See another node.
I'm just moving with the group now.
So it goes here. Alright. So, what would you guys like to do next?
I see another one of those orbs.
Very good cat.
Do we want to just keep following the line?
Probably the best idea.
It's like we may have a path to the left here.
I'm just assuming Aeon is marching in front of us and Festus is with us. Because I do not want to frontline.
I would go in the middle somewhere.
Okay.
So we're going west.
If it is a path.
So as you all get here, you enter into this room. You can see I wish I could. I'll just do it properly.
Well, this seems ominous.
Okay. So, as you all enter into this room, you see lit around four corners of a pit here. You see 4 lanterns glowing in an eerie, icy blue color. They're stationed around this wooden makeshift sort of perimeter into a deep, or what looks like a pit in the ground here. On the other side of the pit here is a large stone table with, from what you can see at a distance, demonic runic markings etched into the entire surface of this stone. It's a stone table, but it's also like a dais, and what you see on the table is a humanoid figure. They have 2 curling ram horns. They're laying there, and you can see from a distance that their chest cavity has been splayed open and is being held open by some kind of utensils. And the body is just prostrate there on that edifice. As you all move closer to the room, you can of course see the activated node platforms in the back left and right hand corners of the room. And as you move closer, and curious people look down into the pit, you see the remains, and just from what you can see, taking it in, hundreds and hundreds of stacked blue horned bodies. I don't know. Did I cut out right there? I'm sorry. I didn't see my mic there.
It said stacked bodies.
Yeah, blue horned stacked bodies in various forms of dismemberment, disarray, and destruction. Yeah, it's just the smell in here is foul, just horrid.
It appears this is the fate you all saved me from that so long ago.
Jesus.
If you do not mind, we will do our business and get out of this room. I do not like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up for the orb and deposit it in the Chaos one.
Okay, he's got to go this way. And you got to go this way. Tolliver.
Oh yeah, sorry, this one here.
Tolliver, as you all are standing here and taking all of this in, your alert feature will allow you to make a perception check. Okay. Wow, that's really good. You see, as you all are sort of standing and looking at this, so I'm going to move you all closer to the pits just because I'm sure you guys would be looking at the pits. Something tells you to turn around. And you turn around and you see, sitting at the mouth of the cave here, a veritable horde has accumulated at the entrance of the cave, and they're all just looking in at you all. And we will actually stop there for the night because this fight, or whatever happens, is going to take a while, and I've actually low-key kind of hit a wall with my energy. So,
It's about 11 anyways, but
Yeah, I think that's the perfect time to stop.
yeah. I definitely wouldn't want to stop in the middle.